Hello, welcome back to my channel and happy Monday. I hope you're all feeling good today. And yeah, today we're gonna work through a funky little Vinyasa flow. So it'll be about opening our hearts, finding a little bit of space and expansion across our bodies. So without any further ado, grab yourself some comfortable clothes, a mat, and let's get started. We're gonna start off in a kneeling position at the back of the mat. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze for a moment. Allow your breath to slow down. And then we'll start inviting some movement into our bodies. As you next inhale, bring your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. Exhaling, rolling them back. Just working with your breath, inhaling to bring the shoulders up, exhaling to roll them back. We go for 3 more rounds, inhaling to reach up, exhaling to roll them back. 2 more rounds, working with your breath, moving at your own pace. Once more. And then slowly finding center. So you next inhale, we're going to reach the hands all the way out and up. Fingers are going to interlace as we reach the hands above our head, turning the palms to face the ceiling. We're engaging our core here, so not arching the spine, bringing the navel in towards our spine. Inhaling. As you next exhale, curling inwards, bring your hands in front of your chest, pushing your shoulder blades towards the back of the mat. Inhaling to lift and open. This time maybe arching out the spine slightly as we reach our gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhaling to curl. Go for 2 more rounds. Inhaling to lift and open. Exhaling to curl the spine. 1 more round. Inhaling to lift and open. And exhaling, curling as you pull the navel in towards the spine. We next inhale, reaching the hands all the way up once more. And as you next exhale, release your hands, come down towards your mat. We're just bringing the weight forwards to tuck our toes. And then we're going to come all the way to our Uttanasana, forward fold, back of the mat. So you can have a little bend in the knees, letting your head and chest and shoulders get heavy, maybe rolling from side to side. Maybe playing with straightening one leg, then the other. And then finding center. Inhale for your Ardha Uttanasana, flat back extension. Exhaling to fold. And inhaling vertebrae by vertebrae, uncurling all the way to standing. Reaching the hands all the way out and up. Palms meet. And as you next exhale, little bend in the knees. We're cactusing out the arms, arching our spine as we lift our chest towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. And exhale to fold forward, sweeping your body over your legs. We go twice more like that. Inhaling to lift our chest and our gaze, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling to fold. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, uncurling all the way to standing. Reaching the hands all the way out and up. Exhaling, cactusing out the arms, generous bend in your knees, lifting your chest. And then slowly folding all the way forwards. 1 more round. Inhaling for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling to fold. Vertebrae by vertebrae as you inhale, coming all the way to standing. Reaching your head and hands all the way up. And exhaling, cactusing out the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades, a little bend in the knees. And once again, Uttanasana, folding forwards. So you next inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back extension. As we exhale, hands come down to the mat. We're walking all the way forwards, meeting in our plank pose. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. To upward facing dog or cobra. We're squeezing our glutes. And as we exhale, once again, coming back to our downward facing dog. Pressing the hips all the way back. As you next inhale, lift your right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhaling, generous bend in your right knee, opening up the hip towards the side. Take an inhale. We exhale, gaze comes forwards. We're stepping the right foot in between the two hands. Inhaling to lift your chest. Exhaling, we're slowly going to send the hips all the way back, coming for a long pyramid pose. As you next inhale, lift your gaze, lifting your chest, generous bend in the right leg as we come all the way up, high lunge. Inhaling in your high lunge. Exhaling, slowly reaching right hand back, left hand forward, twisted high lunge. Inhaling back through center. We exhale, warrior two, facing the left side of the mat. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, peaceful warrior. We slowly come back, warrior two once again. And then as you next inhale, straightening both of the legs, reaching the hands up. Turn your right toes, they're facing the side of the mat, 5-pointed star. As you next exhale, heels come in, toes turn out. We're dropping into our goddess pose, cactusing out the arms, engaging our core. Taking a big inhale. And exhale, slowly release, 5-pointed star once again. Turning your toes in to face the side of the mat. We exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged fold. Inhaling for your flat back extension. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling once again, flat back extension. This time as we exhale, pyramid pose, turning the toes to face the front of the mat. So slightly wider stance, so don't worry if your left heel isn't on the mat. We're folding over the right leg. You can always have a bend in your right leg too. So next inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, generous bend in the right knee, lifting the left heel. We exhale, dropping the left knee down towards the mat. Inhaling, Vinyasa. The next exhale, cactus out your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades. Inhale here. So next exhale, you can release the hands behind the back, taking an interlace of your fingers. We start squeezing the shoulder blades and then pulling the hands away from the back. See if we can lift your chest a little bit more. Squeezing your glutes to protect your lower back. Taking a big inhale. As you exhale, start bringing your navel in towards your spine. So we're finding a long spine. Little balance challenge as we move to a half splits variation, keeping the hands behind us. So we're straightening the right leg as much as we can, reaching into the hands. See how much you can open your shoulders. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release. Hands come down towards the mat. Low lunge, dropping into the right knee, feeling that stretch across your left hip flexor. Exhale, tuck your left toes, lifting your left knee. We plant the hands, stepping it back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, moving through your vinyasa of choice. As we inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath. And we move to the other side. Inhaling, we reach the left leg all the way up. Exhaling, generous bend in the knees. You point it towards the ceiling. And then as you next inhale, lift your gaze. Big step forward. We're stepping the left foot in between the two hands. Inhaling to lift your chest. Exhaling, coming all the way up. High lunge. Inhaling in high lunge. Exhaling, twisting towards the left, reaching left hand back, right hand forwards. And then inhaling back through center. We exhale, warrior two, facing the right side of the mat. Inhale in your warrior. Exhale, reverse warriors. Reach left fingertips up and over. Inhaling. We exhale back through warrior two. Inhaling to straighten the legs, reaching into the hands. Turn your left toes to face the right side of the mat. 5-pointed star. Inhale. We exhale, heels in, toes out, dropping into your goddess pose, cactusing out your arms. Taking a full round of breath. And then inhaling, 5-pointed star once again. Turn your toes back so they're facing the side of the mat. We exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged fold. Inhale for your flat back extension. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling once again, flat back extension. Exhaling, we slowly walk to frame the left foot, turning the toes so they're facing the front of the mat. We're folding forwards over the left leg, coming to our pyramid pose. Don't worry if your right heel isn't reaching the ground. You can also always have a bend in your left leg. As you next inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, generous bend in the left knee, dropping the right knee down towards the mat. Inhaling, and Vinyasa. Exhaling, cactus out your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades to lift from your chest. Take another inhale. And as we exhale, once again, releasing the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers as we squeeze the shoulder blades to pull the hands away from the body. We're lifting from our chest, engaging our core, squeezing our glutes. And then as you next exhale, slowly bring your navel back in towards your spine. We're moving to our half splits variation, working with our balance here as we straighten the left leg, continuing to reach the hands behind the back. Taking a full inhale. And exhale, release your hands, framing the left foot, rocking it back forwards. Low lunge, feel that stretch across your right hip flexor. And as you exhale, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, planting your palms. We step it back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. To upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog, sending the hips all the way back. Take a full round of breath. As you next inhale, lifting your heels all the way up, coming up onto your toes. Exhaling, generous bend in the knees. We're coming to a kneeling position, back of the mat. We're going to inhale to reach the hips up, reaching the hands and the hips up. So we're in a high kneeling position. We're squeezing our glutes here to press the hips forwards. We're engaging our core, pulling the navel in towards our spine. Toes can be tucked or untucked, completely up to your personal preference. As you next exhale, slowly reach left hand back, right hand forward, twisted, high kneeling position. And slowly inhaling back through center, we exhale to go towards the other side. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling once again, reaching the left fingertips back. This time maybe tipping the left hand to come meet the left heel. As we reach the right hand up, we're engaging our core, squeezing our glutes, reaching into the right fingertips, opening up our chest, camel variation. Inhale. As you exhale, leading with the right hand, come back to your twisted high kneeling position, and then reach both the hands up. Inhaling. We move to the other side. Exhale, reach the right hand back, left hand forwards. Either staying here, once again, playing with that camel variation as we release the right hand down towards the heel, squeezing the glutes to press the hips forwards. Inhale. And exhale back through center, reaching both the hands out first, and then inhaling all the way up. As you next exhale, hands come down towards the mat. Once again, moving to our Uttanasana, forward fold. This time you can take a little ragdoll as you grab a hold of the opposite elbows, maybe swaying from side to side. Finding a little bit of softness into the backs of the legs. And also feeling that space return to your lower back. The next exhale, release your hands down towards the mat. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back extension. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling once more, flat back extension. And exhaling this time, bring the hands down to the mat. Generous bend in the knees. We're moving back towards our kneeling position, dropping the knees on the mat. You can untuck your toes. We find a comfortable seat back of the mat. Maybe taking a roll of the shoulders as you allow the shoulder blades to drop down your spine. We're closing our eyes or softening our gaze. Taking a few rounds of breath. Inviting in that space into our heart, into our body. And then as you next inhale, slowly reach your fingertips all the way out and up. Palms will come to meet. And exhaling, bring them down through heart center. We'll meet with our hands in our Anjali Mudra, keeping that soft gaze or closing your eyes. Take a little moment to thank yourself for this movement, this presence. And as always, I thank you for allowing me to guide you through this flow. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for this short and sweet, funky little flow. I hope you enjoyed the practice. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And as always, I love to hear your feedback down in the comments below. So let me know your thoughts, how you found it, and we will see each other on Thursday. Thank you. Bye.